Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's Q back at it again. Another Q Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're gonna talk about my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025. Now, when I say my top 10, I don't necessarily mean these are the only 10 movies that I plan on watching this year. It's just the top 10 that I'm excited to view, to go check out at the movies, provide a review to you all. These are the ones I've been just looking forward to. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. This list is in no particular order. It's not like my number one is the most anticipated. It's just the order that I want to put it in, I guess. I don't know. Number one, the first movie that came to my mind that I'm super excited about this year is Fantastic Four: First Steps. This is Marvel's first family coming back to the big screen. It's been almost a decade, and a lot of people hated the last time that they saw the Fantastic Four. So for me, this is it's super special, it's super exciting because it's in the MCU, and this is supposed to be the prequel to the next Avengers film, which is Avengers Doomsday. That has a lot of hype behind it as well. So I think that if they do really well with Fantastic Four, then Avengers Doomsday is going to be super successful. It has a lot of big shoes to fill, especially with the last Avengers movie we got was Endgame. And come on, man, we already know. So yeah, I'm excited for Fantastic Four. It drops July 25th. So number two, the next movie, Superman. Superman, yeah, it was called Superman Legacy at one point, but now it's just called Superman. Yeah, it's James Gunn's big attempt to revive the DCU. It's a tall order, I'm not gonna lie. But the teaser trailer came out a few weeks ago and it looked very promising. But it's a teaser trailer, so we'll have to see how everything unpacks within that 2.5 to 3 hour time span of the movie. The teaser trailer could be really good, movie could be trash. But I'm super excited for it. It's Superman, so you know, it looked cool. It looked cool. I'm excited for it. That movie drops July 11th. Now, originally, Superman and Fantastic Four had the same release date. I don't know who got scared or whatever, but it does not have the same release date as Fantastic Four. It would have been really cool to see DC and Marvel kind of duke it out at the box office. Same release date, but that's not happening. So yeah, July 11th is when Superman comes out. Number three, I'm really excited for How to Train Your Dragon. It's DreamWorks' attempt at taking one of their most popular franchises and basically doing a live action adaptation. You know, when I saw the teaser trailer for this and I saw, you know, those, frame by frames, I was like, this looks phenomenal. It looks way better than I expected. I'm so excited to see this movie. I'm a big fan of the animated films. I'm excited for this. I think that they're gonna do a good job with this live action adaptation. How to Train Your Dragon drops in theaters June 13th. The next movie I'm excited for, it's called F1. For some reason, it's highly anticipated, but it's not being talked about like to the masses. It's almost like an industry movie, which is kind of weird, but I'm excited for it. This movie stars Brad Pitt. He basically is playing an older or more mature F1 driver who's coming in to kind of mentor a younger F1 driver, and that is being played by Damson Idris, who I think is a phenomenal actor. It's weird because the budget for this movie looks like it looks just crazy. Big budget. It was filmed at like actual F1 events. And so I'm kind of like, why aren't more people talking about it? Are people just not excited for it? We'll have to see. I think it's gonna do numbers, but we'll have to see. And so the release date changed for this movie. It was initially supposed to come out in the summer, but now I've looked on the internet. It doesn't really look like it has a release date, but it is sometime in 2025. They dropped the trailer, I believe, during the World Series last year. Yeah, maybe they'll drop another trailer during Super Bowl. The next movie I'm really excited for is Thunderbolts, with asterisks. Marvel is giving us a more mature look and feel to their attempt at making the Suicide Squad, which is a DC property. I think it's cool because Marvel could really use a fresh look at what an anti-hero is without depending on Deadpool. We saw how well they did with Deadpool, and it's just like, okay, can you do it for other characters that you've already developed? And so they have characters that we've seen since Phase 2. Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. I think that it should be pretty dope. Thunderbolts releases in theaters on May 2nd. The next movie I'm excited for, Den of Thieves 2. Den of Thieves 2 is it's the long-awaited sequel to 2018's Den of Thieves. It left us with a crazy cliffhanger. I thought that we were gonna get it a little bit sooner, but hey, man, COVID, that it happened. I'm excited to get this movie because it definitely did a really good job at doing like heist movies well. And I think that genre has really left the movie industry for reasons I'm not sure of, but hey, I'm excited to get another good heist movie. I think that this could be an attempt to bring back that genre into the mainstream box office. So if it does well, I hope that a lot of screenwriters and studios see this and say, hey, let's start giving people more heist movies, and maybe we can get back into that. And so Den of Thieves 2 drops January 10th. The next movie I'm excited for is Captain America: Brave New World, Marvel. It ties straight into the MCU. It's a sequel to The Falcon and Winter Soldier. It sets up Sam Wilson as the Captain America. It looks good. It has Red Hulk. It's everything that you really want in a MCU movie, but they're bringing it back down to street level, which is perfect. We don't need to get too much more multiverse and stuff like that. Like, let's get back to the ground. Let's get back to the ground. I'm super excited for this. It had a lot of reshoots, leaks, everything that we used to get from Marvel movies. It had that stuff, so it's like, hopefully with a lot of the industry stuff happening around it, hopefully it is as good as those Phase 2 and Phase 3 movies. And so Captain America: Brave New World drops February 14th. The next movie, Warfare. This movie, to me, came out of nowhere. I had never heard of it, never even seen any articles about it until I saw the trailer that dropped a few weeks ago. And basically it's based on the ex-US Navy SEAL team member Ray Mendoza and his time in Iraq. And apparently all of this is based off of his memory. It's not documented. It's just what he remembers in Iraq. And if you see the trailer, it's almost like, yo, what, bro? Y'all got that off of memory? That's crazy, man. I think it's just gonna be a really good war movie. I think that it's gonna really capture, US military had to go through during the Iraq War in 2006. That movie's set to drop sometime this year. I'm not sure on the actual release date. It's crazy because movies like this tend to get moved around. When it drops, I'll be at the movie theaters watching it for sure. Number 9. This is gonna be kind of a curveball, maybe not really, but I don't know. Zootopia 2. I'm so excited for this movie. I really enjoy Zootopia. My daughter really has me on the Zootopia kick. I'm excited for this one. When the first one dropped in 2016, I was a fan of it. It was cool, but the more I watch it and I understand the undertones and the messaging behind it, I think that it's a really good movie. And also, man, I'm excited to see Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde do another case, man. I gotta see what's popping in Zootopia. It's almost like a kid's version of The Wire. Not really, but I like to think of it that way. And so Zootopia 2 drops Thanksgiving week this year. And then last but not least, a movie I'm so excited for this movie. To me, this is my number 1 movie that I'm excited for this year. Michael, the epic biopic about Michael Jackson. I've been waiting for this for so long. If you weren't alive or you weren't in touch when Flex Alexander did Man on the Mirror, it was so disrespectful to Michael Jackson. But hey, man, shout out to Flex, yo. You crazy for doing that. Michael it's gonna be a 3-hour movie that covers his time in the Jackson 5, covers his time with Quincy Jones on his incredible album run, and then it also is gonna show leading up to his final days and working on the This Is It concert and eventually the documentary. Man, I'm so excited. I love Michael Jackson, man. I think that this movie is gonna be great. His nephew, Jafar Jackson, is actually gonna be portraying Michael. I've seen some photos, I've seen a few quick clips. I mean, it looks good to me so far, so I don't know. I think it's gonna be fire. This movie originally was supposed to drop in April, but it got pushed back by the studio to October. Originally, I was like, man, that's crazy, you shouldn't do that. But then I thought about it. With Thriller being his most successful album and song, being able to tie that into marketing and like maybe even selling Halloween costumes and stuff like that. Also, the bigger thing that I'm really hopeful for, it's around award season. You kind of get those nominations and stuff coming in. If the movie is really good, I think that the cast and the production team should be nominated and recognized for these awards. So I'm hoping that they take full advantage of that. And so yeah, that's my top 10 most anticipated movies this year. I have some honorable mentions. I'll mention those maybe in the comment section once y'all tell me what y'all are excited for. Also in the comment section, let me know, do you want me to do this for TV shows as well? So once again, this is Q from Q Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, share. Until next time, I'll catch y'all. It's Q from Q Reviews. Peace.